I remember the first day I met Jacob, my heart skipped a beat. It was at a coffee shop across the street from my workplace. I spilled coffee on my white dress and called it the worst day ever, until he walked up with a smile and offered his handkerchief. His eyes held warmth, and his voice was like melted chocolate on a winter day, soothing, comforting. Our relationship started like any classic romantic movie: flowers, late-night calls, and endless laughter. We were inseparable, or so I thought. But things began to change slowly. It was subtle, like a shift in the wind, barely noticeable unless you were paying attention. Jacob started coming home late, his excuses growing more elaborate each time. Traffic was horrendous, he would say, yet his shirt smelled of a peculiar perfume, one I'd never worn. My mind started playing tricks on me. Was it paranoia, or was there something there? One night, curiosity won over fear, and I decided to follow him. My stomach churned with each step as I trailed behind him, cloaked by the shadows of doubt and suspicion. We ended up at a dimly lit restaurant. I hid across the street, heart pounding against my ribs. That's when I saw her, long black hair cascading down her back like a waterfall, her laughter tinkling through the night air. Jacob sat across from her, looking into her eyes the way he used to look into mine. Rage and heartbreak entwined, spiraling through me in a storm of emotions. I stumbled backwards, nearly tripping over the uneven pavement. But still, I couldn't look away. Weeks passed, and I noticed the little things. The sudden calls that needed his attention, the weekends away on business. I was Alice, having fallen through the looking glass, discovering a world twisted in lies. Confrontation was inevitable. I waited for him in the kitchen one night. The dim lighting cast shadows across the room, matching the storm brewing inside me. "Who is she?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. Jacob froze, the mask slipping for a brief moment. "What are you talking about, Emma?" he replied, feigning innocence. "I saw you, Jacob. With her, at the restaurant," I said, my heart breaking a little more with each word. Silence hung between us, thick and suffocating. His shoulders slumped as he exhaled. "It's not what you think," he admitted, his voice barely audible. He told me he was seeing someone but insisted it meant nothing. It felt like a dagger through my chest. I kicked him out that night. But the shocking twist came later. Alone, sorting through our things, I found a letter tucked inside his jacket from the dry cleaners, a farewell letter, thanking him for 5 beautiful years dedicated to supporting her through cancer treatment. My world spun. The woman was a friend battling a terminal illness. Guilt and confusion danced around my heartbreak. He was still the man I fell in love with, just traipsing through a complicated kind of love. In that moment, I realized how life's shadows can cloak the most important truths. He was there for me during the worst of times, and perhaps, I needed to forgive to see beyond my shattered expectations. Sometimes, love isn't black and white, and the gray is where you often find your truth.